So, a few days ago, EmotionKontrolla and I did a breakdown on this song. And as technical as that breakdown was, it was not the lyrical version. And so after days of looking through this entire song, I am going to break down word for, okay, not word for word, but you are going to get the lyrical breakdown of this song. And I may skip through some parts because it is so dense. My head still hurts, but anyway, let's just get to it.
When darkness falls upon you, fangs are lurking in the shadows.
Good. So, first detail. So this hook sort of gives you a sense of the imagery of what this character is facing, you know, the darkness around whoever is the subject, and just the character that is going to go on the prowl, which is the vampire.
La 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 la. Venom is treacherous lurking, I'm too alert. We'll take a flight through hell, we'll meet the devil. We've had enough collision, invited by Joey Greco. I call Peter Pankey, swore you never let go. Black Widow entertain all my rebels. Aquatic V, raise my standards up a level. She told me stay far, but keep coming to settle.
So with the opening lines of the first verse, what I am picking off immediately is the characterization of this figure. And get this in 3 words: venomous, treacherous, lurking. These are all general characteristics that we've seen in classic depictions of vampires. And no, I am not referring to the Hotel Transylvania version of Dracula. If he vibed to this song, it would be a nightmare to look at.
La 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 la. Venom is treacherous lurking, I'm too alert.
So you hear the name Joey Greco. Joey Greco was the host for this show called Cheaters, which sprung up in the 2000s. If you watch CBS reality, you most probably have watched this show at one point in time or another. And then you hear the name Peter Pankey. In the 90s, Peter Pankey was part of a rap duo called Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. He is also the father of Corey Guns, who is also a rapper. And for those of you that may not have heard of Corey Guns, just look at Lil Wayne's 6 foot, 7 foot he featured on that track. And ironically or not, Peter Pankey has also been a host on Cheaters. Then you have this line, Black Widow entertain all my rebels. Now with this, I think there's 2 ways you can look at it. You can either look at it from the perspective of a Marvel fan. So Black Widow, for those of you that don't know, is the character alias for Natasha Romanoff, who is played by Scarlett Johansson, or was played by Scarlett Johansson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And since that serves as entertainment generally, then yes, you can look at it that way. Or you can look at it from the perspective of the Black Widow spider, which is known to entertain males or, you know, have coitus with them, and then if it stays too long, it will, you know, meow. And in this context, the saying fear woman would be very applicable. Then I had the Aqua de V line. Now, when I did my research, the closest thing I found was Eau de Vie, which is actually a colorless fruit brandy. Aqua de Vie, when I literally look at it, and I hope I don't offend any French people. Aqua, water, and then de vie, of life. So technically that would translate to living water, and that would really give a better meaning to the next line, which is raising my standard. Essentially giving you immortality to an extent over the mortal. So if you get that.
Then bag the master's degree, my honors come like the wind. You lose the grip on your feet, future is dripping. Your eyes on me, she chilling with the big boys. The big boys idolize me. I might just do my own Forbes in 2023. Make a new list of cohorts this year to be seen. New list of old friends, stop begging with me. I'm in a lucid nightmare, keep coming for me.
Now, next few lines, master's degree, honors, basically the same thing. It's practically the educational ladder. And it coming like the wind makes sense because the wind doesn't blow ever so often, but when it does, you feel it. The Big Boys Chilling line has to be a reference to the Ameno Amapiano remix by Goya Meno and Neptunes. And essentially, this character is putting himself above those big boys that the women want to chill with. You cannot touch me if you want to. Ego, nice. Then there's a line about making a new list of new friends and new list of old friends. That's life essentially, with growth and new opportunities and people moving away from each other and fights and all. You know how life can get at a certain point in time. It's pretty much what he said here. Now this next reference is something I really like when they talk about lucid nightmares. There is a concept of lucid dreaming, and lucid dreaming essentially allows you to control your dreams. So a lucid nightmare in turn would be you controlling your nightmares, and that fits perfectly with the narrative of a vampire trying to rap to you.
We spoke tonight, my retros inspired the automated collision of free throws in line with egos. I'm trying to get close, I'm trying to get you to see through windows that's blind.
Bro, see, I'm not even going to touch this because it's a lot, but wordplay is tight.
Charlie, I'm too legend to quit. I told you rude is sick. Who's your pick? If you don't be me, then you gon' need kryptonite for my bladder. Cause I'm taking a super piss on your choices. No.
So there's a too legit to quit line. That's classic MC Hammer. MC Hammer is a Bay Area artist. You can't touch this. Why am I? Then there's a mention of kryptonite. Kryptonite, obviously, the one thing that would weaken Superman, and this is what this aggressive character by RBD is putting himself on.
Dude's a gift, who go fit? I see you wreck, you go feel. Like Blooper Ritz, Charlie Rudis, rapper Nubis, bro, I do this, yo, I chew it like granola mix, cause fruit is this nightmare and some cougar shit. Right here introducing this killer with gun boss, rounds extended like cooler clip.
Aha, now there is an Anubis reference in here. Anubis is one of the gods of the Egyptian hierarchy, essentially one of the gods that handles the process of the underworld, who escorts the dead kings into the afterlife. When you go and read about Egyptian mythology, Anubis's role is essentially to take the heart of a soul that comes into the underworld and weigh it on a scale against a feather, and if the scales are not balanced, that soul gets cast into the Duat, I believe. I watched Moon Knight not too long ago, so I'm kind of remembering this off the fly. There's also a Nightmare on Kruger line over there, which essentially is pointing to the Nightmare on Elm Street movies in which Freddy Krueger was the main antagonist character.
Because I'm fly, Charlie, yeah, righty, I'm flying solo on RB3 in this bitch. Online promo, RBD's on your wish list. Your favorite rappers, Idolo, Charlie, that be RCV in this business. If you did wonder how we eating in this bitch, we stay hungry. You ain't lucky in this war. I'm James Bucky, bringing you the winter soldier, your rank's fuzzy.
And then there was this RV3 line which kind of confused me because it was pointing to two things. But the RV3 I know is an aircraft, it's a single-seater plane. And then there is a rotavirus vaccine which also goes by the RV3 designation. So I really didn't know, but it could be one of those two. And then there's another Marvel reference, you see James Bucky. That is obviously pointing to James Bucky Barnes, who was the best friend of Captain America, also known as the Winter Soldier, you know, mechanical arm guy in a face mask.
But it never go matter probably, cause I'm a king already, they calling me Shatta Wale. From Labade to Tamale, Pantama to Wale Wale, dancing in the Batakari. To the beat, in the mix like Master Gaza, dreaded like some Rastafari. I be the rapper Katapori, way I trunk for one corner like Patapade. Wait when I go scatter parties.
And then there is a bit of a geography lesson here because you have Labadi to Tamale, Bantama to Wale Wale. So it's essentially, Labadi is south, yeah, so south, north, south, no, this looks very weird. Then there's mention of dancing in the Batakari, of course, being indigenous to the northern people. Then there's a Master Ghazi reference, which is referring to music producer Benjamin Ghazi Mensa. And RBD's character finally calls himself the Rap Akatapori. This line has to be direct reference to Sergeant Daniel Alolga Akatapori, who was a politician and former soldier. He was a soldier in the time of the PNDC. All right, that's about it. This is really just a one-off. I don't touch music stuff at all these days. I have other things to work on, but this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I do fairly interesting things here, so I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Bye.
Sleeping on me at my feet is where you'll lay. And take your head down on your knees like you pray. It's cool, I continue to kick, push like Lupe. But if you ain't grinding with me now, the grind is where you'll stay.